I have been exposed. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No, but seriously, this is a video where I'm taking accountability for my actions. You guys probably know that I made a video debunking the idea that tigers take down bull gaurs. And at the same time, I went on to expose and call out documentaries for being inconsistent in the way they present their data. If you haven't watched that video, well, I suggest you go watch that before you watch this one for context, because this is an update to that video. All of this started because of two comments that I got in one of my shorts, calling me out for presenting misleading information. One of them didn't just yap, but they brought some sources. And those sources happen to be from documentaries. And I'm not going to go through the problem documentaries have in this video, but I did talk about that in the previous video. You have to go and watch that so you can get the context right there. In a nutshell, documentaries are not consistent. And that's the same problem I found in these documentaries. But somehow I feel like I went a little bit too hard in this guy. Because his point still stands. I mean, technically, he wasn't really wrong. So this guy tried to tell me to do more research. Rightfully so. Because, we're dealing with the internet. There's a lot of misleading information nowadays. You can easily find misleading information. So the guy went on to tell me that yes, there were actually evidences and proof that tigers took down bull gaurs. Keep that in mind, bull gaurs, because this is going to be important later. Now, just to make things clear, that video was not intended to suggest that tigers didn't own bull gaurs, and I made that clear several times throughout the video. But there was one mistake that I made. I was being inconsistent in the sense that I would say that I'm not saying that tigers don't kill bull gaurs. I'm not saying that tigers don't kill bull gaurs. Okay, wait, I did actually say that. But then at other points of the video, my statements would suggest that tigers don't kill bull gaurs at all. And there I was talking about how tigers don't kill bull gaurs, but instead kill female gaurs and juvenile males. But my actual point that I was not suggesting that tigers didn't kill bull gaurs remained because I repeated that again towards the end of the video. And I even added that if you guys have sources showing tigers taking down bull gaurs, please make sure to share it with me, and if those sources are strong enough, I will use them to update this video so that everyone can be aware. Because I'm not always right, despite doing the research, but at a minimal rate. So if any one of y'all got any sources indicating tigers folding bull gaurs, please feel free to share with us, but only trustworthy and not confusing sources. Well, guess what? It didn't take too long until this user came up with one source, who, by the way, thought I was deleting or hiding their comments, which, if any of you is experiencing that, I'm not the one doing that. I have no idea what could be happening there, but I have absolutely no control over it. This has to do with the algorithm glitch itself. That is a problem that I've noticed across most of my videos, and I've tried fixing it, but I just never succeeded. And to prove you that, you can see that this link is available on my YouTube studio, and when I click on the three dots, you can see that the delete option is available, which means I didn't delete it. But then when we go over to YouTube app, it's not there, it doesn't show. So what could be going on? Beats me. But luckily the link remained in my studio because I could access it. And this is actually what came to change everything. Yeah, it seems people are taking this challenge seriously. And I like this. And by the way, shout out to you, Don Raphael. This link led me to an article, and I went through that article. Yeah, I am so pissed because that article made my previous video age like rotten milk. This study was published in 2020. In this study, tigers took down male and female gaurs. Amongst them were calves, juveniles, subadults, and adults. Now, depending on which study you'll find, females can weigh between 600 and 700 kilograms. And that is also something that I mentioned in the video. But if we move on to the left side and look at the males, 900 kilograms, that is almost a ton. Close attention. Males. And as you can see below, this study was not only focused on tigers taking down gaurs, but it was also focused on tigers taking down banteng, which is also another wild reveal, considering that tigers are solitary. Here it shows that tigers take out about 30% of male gaurs, as opposed to female gaurs, which are about 60%. That to me is mind-blowing. Now guys, this is not me sitting here and fanboying tigers. I'm not a tiger fan. Matter of fact, some people mistake me for a bear fan or a lion fan, depending on which comment section I'm in. I just side with reason, with what's actually true. And I'm not afraid of being wrong, because what benefit would I get for not accepting the truth? The documentaries we watched were not strong enough proof for this matter. But I didn't give this guy as much credit as he deserved. Instead, I actually took away a lot from him. I mean, if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have gotten this far. I would have not known this if it weren't for the very first comment that he dropped in that first video. So shout out to you if you're watching this. And I really thank you for pointing that out. Today I learned this because of what you posted back then. But I take more accountability for not addressing myself in a proper way. And while we were in the middle of the scuffle, I did the only obvious thing. The thing that everyone does when they're debating someone.
I went over to his channel.
Or I guess you call it account. So most people visit other people's channels to see their background and to know what type of person they are. But other people do that to find strong enough arguments against the person they're debating, which is kind of a cowardly move if you ask me.
I just went there out of curiosity. You could say to check his background.
The guy's pretty much a small creator just like me. I went on to watch a few of his videos. His videos are long as f, but to his credits, he has some good takes and he makes very good points. I recommend you guys watch some of his videos. But again, let's just go back to the point. Here's the proof that tigers do take out bull gaurs. Something many people didn't want to hear, but here it is. I don't know how the other side of my comments will take this, but I can already imagine people gonna flood my comment section and fight again. This is why I hate controversial topics. Yeah, that is exactly why I don't like making videos with this type of topic, because I'm not the type of guy to create enemies, but there's a saying, you can never please everybody. Alright guys, so I don't want to make this video longer than it should be. I just wanted to come and update you guys on the take that I had on the last video. I didn't want to just leave it like this. I had to make this public because, the truth is the truth. It is hard to take, but we should all hear it. Shout out to those two people who share their sources. I will say, I'm sorry for any inconvenience that I might have brought here. And again, about the comments, guys, I do not remove or hide any comments. If that's happening, it's YouTube doing that. It's not me. I will try to do everything in my power to see if I can fix it, but as of now, there's nothing I can do about it. And in the next videos, I'll just make normal videos as usual, not this kind of low quality me just showing up on camera. So cheers.